Period. Well, look cute. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Enter Inner Thoughts with Kiera podcast. How y'all doing, y'all? Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. I want to make sure this is recorded. Okay, it is recording. You know how sometimes you just gotta make sure. You just gotta make sure. It never hurts to check, y'all. I swear it never hurts. Cause it's always something. Cause I just literally check the sound, check to make sure everything looked like how it's supposed to look, and then I end up having the audio on echo. So I was echoing. So I would have been irritated that this whole video would have been echoing. But we fixed it. It's on studio now. But hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Like I just stated, welcome back to Enter Inner Thoughts with Kiera podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode that we're about to talk about today. Today's about to be episode 3. I'm on a roll of being able to do videos by myself. Clock that T. I'm proud of myself. This video today, I'm gonna do another one, but this one I've been really excited to do, honestly and truthfully. Like actually really excited to do. And this topic is gonna be about learning lessons learned. And so we're gonna go over 4 different topics. We're gonna talk about the topic, but 4 different subjects. Boom. So the episode 3, learning lessons learned. So basically going over lessons learned that I've learned throughout like my journey that I've been going through. So it's relationships, yourself, family, and then friends. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So the topic is just learning the lessons that I've learned throughout relationships, family, friendships, and with myself. So we're going to start off with family. Start off with family. With family, something that I've learned throughout my journey with family is that they're not gonna always support you, and they're not gonna always see. They're not gonna always see the visions that you see, but you will have family that will support and see like the vision that you're going for, see the things that you want to accomplish, like that will support you throughout your journey and make sure that you're still continuing on your path. And at first that was a little hard for me because you like that be the main thing that you be wanting throughout your journey is for your family to support you through everything. Um and they're going to support you, but just they're not going to always agree with everything that you do, but they will support you. I have noticed that with my family. I know that there's some people, there's some things that where they don't support me in because they just don't agree in, and I just understand that now. I used to just struggle with not understand, like I used to struggle with wanting people to just get me and just understand me and just see everything from my point of view. And I just had to learn, like going through therapy, just going through experiencing different type of situations within my journey. I've learned that everybody is different, and we all view things differently, and we all give each other some type of viewpoint to look at, and it's up to us on choosing on if we want to go through that view within what that person is showing us. And it's not wrong if you don't agree or want to go in the way or listen, like not yeah listen to what it is that that person is telling you of what you should do. Like I was the type of person where I wanted to learn on my own. Like I was very hard-headed. I still am sometimes, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. Like I used to just want to show my family sometimes, to try to prove points or try to show them that things can be different or it can't change, or and just understanding too, just sometimes that they can be right sometimes, and I'm okay with acknowledging that they're right. But I also have learned that there are people that want to be like, oh, I told you so type vibe, and I just can't with that whenever it comes to family, because sometimes family, they be so, it's like, okay, so Ed and Kier here again. I need to get better with my explaining things whenever I'm talking about different topics. But so basically what I'm saying is that sometimes your family think that they know better. Excuse me. Sometimes your family think that they know better than you. And sometimes they do. And sometimes it's just like family has to understand to allow you to learn on your own sometimes, because sometimes you can't, like, not sometimes, you can't force somebody to see something whenever they're not there yet, you know what I mean? And I feel like I learned, like, to learn how to communicate with my family to where they'll know where I'm at, and they their choice on what they choose to show me on where they want to meet me at, or feel like that I'm just judging them, you know what I'm saying? Like it's either you understand where I'm coming from, not meet me at, but either they understand where you're coming from, or just willing to have, like, just the understanding and having to agree to disagree sometimes too, you know? And just allowing you to live your life, you know? Like, don't judge you, or don't, like, continue with bringing it up. Like, I get it, like, I get it, I get it, you know? And that goes for, like, whenever I say family, like, with me, it was like with my parents, you know? Like, I had to help them understand, like, I get it, like, I get that you lived this life, and I get you did these things in this world, and I completely understand that. But it's just like, my situation may sound familiar to what you're going through, and sometimes I wish that my family would just, my parents would have gave me, like, an example of things of what they used to go through, or example of things of how an individual treated them, and how they, like, what they chose to do to try to overcome that, you know? Like, what helped them through the hard time, whether it was negative or positive, you know? Like, my granny is a great example where she helps me understand, like, what she went through in the past, and then is transparent enough to give me understanding on how she was able to sometimes try to get past it, and sometimes she doesn't get past it, you know? But she shows that she's still working on herself, and she's still able to do it. With my mom and my dad too, I feel like they've came a long way. Like, our relationship has came a long way, where they're starting to understand me better. Like, yes, you know, parents be feeling like they think they know you, and they do, don't get me wrong, they do know us, but they don't know us for real, for real. It's like, we do grow up, you know? Like, we do have lives. Like, there are things that they have no idea about, you know, that we would never tell them, to be quite honest, unless, like, my mama read my book that I'm writing. And so it's like, yeah, like, yeah. So that's basically, like, what I was trying to say within that part of the video. You share so much with your family to the point to where they feel like that, like, some things that they say can just be like, you could have kept it to yourself, like, you didn't have to say that. You know, it was just like, I get it, and I understand where you're coming from, but it's just like, instead of, like, making me feel like, oh, I should have did this, or I should have did that, it's like, I already know that, you know? Like, I already know that. If anybody knows me, I already knew that I probably should have never took that left turn, and I should have took a right instead. Like, I understand the concept of that. Like, I would literally ask my family their opinion on things, like, hey, what do you think about this, and how do you see, like, what do you think I should do here? And they would tell me, and I would still do whatever it is that I wanted to do. And it would irritate people so bad. But it's just like, now I just don't ask anymore, unless I genuinely want an opinion on what it is on a certain situation. And then sometimes if I don't want an opinion, I speak up more now. I'm more direct. I don't speak with my emotions like I used to do with my family, or get frustrated with little things that I just feel like that they should understand that they just didn't. And I just understood that we all are on our own different journeys, and we all learn in different ways, and we're all at our own pace within the part of the journey of where we're at. And with me understanding that, I give a lot more grace with my family more now. Like, I understand them for who they are. I accept them for who they are. I learn now to just separate myself whenever I feel uncomfortable, or whenever I feel like I'm just not okay with certain things. I do speak up whenever I need to speak up in moments, and now I know how to be quiet in some moments as well, because a lot of times your family members be knowing that they said something they shouldn't have never said, or they knew it was wrong. Then sometimes we feel like we get so comfortable with it being our family that we feel like we don't have to apologize, or we feel like we don't have to take that accountability of that we hurt that person. So instead, like, sometimes we end up projecting like how we feel onto that other person that chose to just be quiet and just let things be whatever it was, because whole time that other individual was hurt by something you may have done, you know. But it's all within communication. Like I'm learning more and more now to just communicate with my family more, and just try to have an understanding. And if I don't understand, don't stress myself out about it. Like it's okay, you know. It's okay to look at things differently, to understand different point of views. Like me and my sister Briera have, like she has been like one of the number of people that have helped me learn that a lot. Because there's moments where like we won't agree on things, and then later on like I'll come back to her and be like, you was right, like, you know. And she'll be like, I know you knew, but it just, it sometimes it takes for you to see it for yourself, or sometimes it just takes for you to just sit in your own thoughts and just process everything of what's going on, for you to be able to feel comfortable with accepting that somebody is was right about something, especially your family. Like my sister, whenever she be right about stuff, it'd be like, dang. Even with my mama be irritating me though sometimes, because it's like, yeah, she be right about stuff, but she a Capricorn, so it's like she be trying to like prove a point, and it'd be like, I get you was right, I feel you was, but not too much. I'm learning, but you don't have to make it seem like, oh, I told you that person wasn't for you, but you didn't want to listen. Like, yeah, duh, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's just who I am. But I'm learning to protect that now. Um, but yeah, that's more of like, that's like all in all of what I've learned within family, and I feel like that also transitions into like friendships would be the next topic for the next one. Like with friends, it's like I've learned I've learned that people will say that they're your friend to either try to get to actually genuinely know who you are as a person, or they'll try to get to know who you are to use whatever weaknesses you have against you. Um I've learned that not everybody is really who they say they are. You know, somebody can just show you something and then they end up showing you something else. And like I've learned to be okay with just being disappointed and let down whenever it comes to like my friendships, and learn to accept that if somebody isn't for me, they just not for me. Like no matter how much I want that person to be my friend, or I want that person to be in my life, like it's okay that they're not in my life. You feel me? Like that's okay. And I had to come to like I had to accept that. Like had to accept that even though this person I was friends with for a year, you know what I'm saying? It was like a whole time they never really supported me for real. Like stuff like that be hard for me, because I'm the type of person where if I support you, I genuinely support you. I can't fake just being friends with somebody. That's just not me. And I used to get so mad because I used to be like, God, why can I do how they do me? Like, why can I do that? And he'd be like, cause that's just not how you was built. Like, me and my friend Tyranny was talking about that. Like we're these type of people where we have such big hearts, and we cater to people, and we wear our heart on our sleeves, and we be loud and proud with it. And it'd be like we do that, but then it's just like people take advantage of it the minute that you show them that you're capable of giving this type of energy to them. And back then, instead of me like taking up for myself and understanding that this person is using me, and understanding that this person is just not good for me, and they're showing me signs that they're not good for me, instead of me just taking that, I just honestly, I ignored it. I ignored it, and I just let them still be around, and just was like, if it's not in my mind, it wasn't affecting me, you know. That didn't affect me. It didn't affect me negatively. It was nothing that affected me negatively, but it was like little things that they would do that would be like, you know, like, are you really my friend, or are you just saying that you my friend? But then, you know, and understanding that whenever I learned that the people that I thought were my friends wasn't my friends, I also had to learn how to trust again. Like that wasn't easy, y'all. Like having like being okay with allowing somebody back into my energy again, being okay with allowing someone to know anything that is going on in my life, you know, without them trying to use it against me or whatever the case may be. And so right now, like currently in my life, like I'm learning that every day, every every friendship is either gonna be someone that's gonna be in my life for a long time, or they're just there to teach me a lesson and help me understand of what a true friend is and what a friend isn't. And I said this in my last video with going through the healing process and understanding that, learning that not everybody is not everybody just wants to see you win, and not everybody wants to see you reach your goals. And you know, like some friends be so jealous that they're not even your friends. There be people in your life that you think that you're a friend, and whole time they're jealous of you, whole time they wish they could be you, you know, like whole time like they wish that they were able to just do things that you're able to do that they would never be able to do because you're you, you know, and they're them. And it's like I learned to not I'm at a place where I'm okay with helping somebody through their journey and teaching them of how to get to the place that they need to be in their life. But I don't associate myself or not associate myself. I don't allow people that don't want the best for themselves in my circle. Like I just don't. Like yes, you can have bad days. Like my friends have bad days, they have good days, they have their ups and their downs, but they still want more for themselves. You know, they haven't they're not they also want to see me win. You know, they also want to see we want to see each other win. Like we want to help each other grow. We want to help see each other just strive for the best, you know, and encourage one another through our ups and downs. Like Shanice has helped me learn what a true friend is for real, for real. Like I've been through the most ugliest things, and she's never made me feel mm, like she never made me feel like, what's the word? She made me feel less than. She never made me feel like just worse than what I already felt. You know, like the words that she chose to say, it was more of like she always makes sure I'm okay. She always makes sure that I'm good. Like those questions are very important. She doesn't make things be about her whenever I'm talking about myself, and then vice versa with me, you know, with her. And we just vibe. We vibe very well. Even with my friend Angelica, just like the love that she gives me, and then also the wisdom and just understanding my worth, and just understanding that everything gonna be okay and everything's gonna always turn out in my best favor, and I appreciate her for that. And you know, Shanice like that. Shanice is also that person that is like she gonna be there with me no matter what it is. If I call her, she coming. Period. Like that's the person that I know. Like not saying that my other friends won't come, but I know that I could call her and we're, you know what I'm saying, if I call her more than once, she answering that phone. Um and then my friend Andrea, she helps me stay balanced within my spirituality and just within just us being earth babies and not staying freaking, we be getting so what is the word, whenever you inconsistent, whenever you procrastination, really bad procrastination, really bad just like hard believing in ourselves and not like seeing our worth and understanding that we're worth more than what we can honestly fathom. Just diving into the things that we're great at, like her with her art and me with my podcast, and just being the transparent person that I am, and just me being me. Like I am a dope person, and Andrea helps me understand and know that I'm a dope person. You know, we both have the same birthday, so we vibe real. We that's my twin. You feel me? And then I don't want to forget nobody. So and then Tiana, that's that's my friend that I have known my whole life, basically. That's what you could basically say. Like that's my day one. That's my ride or die. Like I love her to death. That's my friend that it don't matter if we haven't talked in a week or 2 weeks, she ain't gonna be mad. We gonna it's gonna be like we ain't never skipped a beat whenever we come together. And I love that for me. I love my dynamic of friends. I love the people that I have in my life. And then you have my friend Belinda. And with my friend Belinda, it's so crazy because we've been getting back into building our relationship again, and just getting back to just what we had in the past. Not necessarily the same thing, but just even better, just like her and her new adventures that she's on, like with her and her girlfriend, and having her own house, like just amazing things that she's doing right now. That's my friend that makes sure that I know, like she be making sure that she be on my head about stuff. Her and Shanice are both my two Leos, so they be real heavy with me, with knowing my worth and understanding, like, hey bruh, no. Like nah, like them the two people that I know that's gonna tell me the truth. Okay, I'm back again, y'all. My bad. So, also my friend Tierney too. I don't be thinking about Tierney as a friend. Honestly, I be thinking her as like a family because that's my cousin's best friend. So, but it's like you could just basically say my friend, but I look at her like my family. You know what I'm saying? But she's also like Belinda. Also is one of those people that I wanted to say as well that make sure that I'm not pushing people away. Like I'm not actually like pushing people out of my life. Like I'm actually giving people a chance, versus just cutting them off so quickly. But back to Tierney. Tierney is also another one of those people where I could call y'all and she gonna tell me the truth, baby. She gonna be like, forget them. That's that Gemini, baby. Forget them. Who cares? They didn't care about you, so why you caring about them? Like that's the energy that she gives to remind me, like, nah, Kiara, like don't be feeling bad, because we be here with that, like we be, yeah. But that's all I want to say. For sure, for sure, they definitely gonna tell me the truth, and I love that for me. So all my friends gonna tell me the truth, but I know for sure, whenever I call Belinda and Shanice, they gonna let me have it. But yeah, so I'm grateful for my dynamic of friends. I'm grateful for my tribe that I have built. Like I prayed for that. Like I really genuinely prayed for the group of friends that I had. And I feel like a year ago, the friends that I thought that were my friends, I feel like I wanted to build that tribe so bad that I looked past so many red flags that it was just like, who cares? It's okay. And it was like, no, Kiara, it's not okay. Like that's not okay. That's not the type of people that you want around you. So I was editing my podcast and I wanted to hop in on whenever I say you don't want those types of people around you. Whenever I say that, like I mean like people that are gonna talk about you behind your back. Somebody that says great things to your face, but then whenever the closed door is closed and you're not around, they don't support you. They don't rock for you. They don't make sure that people know that, like, they're not gonna feed stories and try to make you seem out to be somebody that you're not, that they know that you're not, because whenever people become jealous of you, or at one point I was like that, was like a certain type of person, and whenever I grew and whenever I was growing or becoming a better me, people try to hold you to where they met you at, and I no longer wanted those kind of people around me, is what I was saying. I no longer wanted somebody that was just gonna choose not to even be kind to me, and just and just like treat me like I'm just a nobody, but then say to my friend, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like that at all. No. But I wanted to hop in and say that. Life that you're about to live, with the things that are coming towards you, like I'm not I don't have a normal life now, like honestly and truthfully. Like I feel it already happening now. Like I'm somebody that I don't take very lightly of who I am. I don't, especially since I've learned who I am, you know. I don't take that very lightly. And that's transitioning into yourself, okay? Or no, cuz I did family, I did friendships, um family, friendships, relationships, and then myself. Let's do relationships. Um yeah, let's do relationships next. So, with relationships, y'all, I feel like family and friends is easy for me because it's just like those two, they was rough. Don't get me wrong. It's a rocky road with that. But I have it in my life. Like those two things I have built in my life. I have built a better foundation with my family and with my friends. And I'm in the midst of still learning with the relationship part. Um the relationship part is it's just like right now, as y'all know, with what I went through, it's like I'm not I'm never searching for anybody. They always come to me. I'm never searching for nobody. But I just I don't know, I vibe on I'm on a different vibration. I'm on a different vibe. I genuinely know who Kiera Chandrell Brown is. Like I know me. Like I know what I like, what I don't like, what makes me feel uncomfortable, what doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. I know what my boundaries are. I know whenever I say no. And I know how to speak up now, and I know how to be quiet. I know how to just I don't know, like I just know how to do all those things now. So with me knowing how to do all of that, I no longer I've noticed that my relationships are changing. Just with the people that I date, just with the people that I talk to, the energy that I bring around me. Right now, like your girl is single and I'm happy and single. Like I'm so happy and I'm grateful that I'm at this place of being okay with being single cuz I used to not be. Like I used to always have to be in a relationship, y'all. Like giving let's like a blueprint of my life. I've never not been in a relationship since I turned the age, actually, oh my gosh, since my junior year. Since my junior year of high school, I've never been single since then. Relationships haven't been the best for me. I'm not gonna lie. They haven't been horrible, but I don't think I ever really like, I've been in relationships with people and I have had good relationships with people, but it was never like, they was never serious for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people just don't take life serious these days. And it's all, as I feel like in every relationship I've got cheated on. Every relationship that I've been in, I've got cheated on. And if, and I got cheated on in every relationship that I've ever been in. Excuse me, except for one. I would say except for one. Except for one. And he lived here. Did he? Yeah, he lived here. So except for one. And yeah, like no. I don't know. My choice of men have always been very like hood and just, but for the most part, I dated those like bad boy type. Like bad boys was just like my thing. I tried to do the whole good boy situation, but it just, I don't know, y'all. Comment down below if it's just me, but bad boys is like, I don't know. Now, like the lessons that I've had learned, now I don't dibble and dabble in it. Nope, no, 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 no. Because there's nothing but trouble. I don't want no kids, honey. And thank God I ain't got no kids with all the relationships that I've been in. Like, thank God, y'all. Like, I've done relationships where, okay, also I was editing the relationship part of my video and I wanted to say like the type of whenever I say bad boys, I attracted guys that basically dated me because I had two jobs. So it was like I had money in my pocket, so then they didn't have much. So then they would drive my car around. Like I would pay for mostly everything. You know what I'm saying? Never would see the money back in my pocket, to be quite honest with you. Like the things that I used to do, like I used to make sure that, like I would make sure that you was good. Like if you needed my help, I got you. but I never got that back in return in relationships. It was very rare. I did experience it though, where I did receive that type of reciprocation in some type of relationships, but then it was like, then they took advantage of me in a way of like my love for advantage, and then they go and cheat on me and go and be with somebody else, like as if like it made me feel like I wasn't enough, made me feel like I wasn't able to provide what it is that they needed, but whole time they just wasn't able to provide what they needed within themselves, and that's why they went to go searching out for other things, because they didn't even know what they wanted. And so it made me insecure within who I was, but whole time it was like, yeah, I may have had some insecurities, but they just didn't know who they was, and it's like, instead of me waiting for somebody to just leave me alone whenever they know that they're not going to be able to give me what it is that I deserve, but it's like I can't expect somebody to just leave me alone. I had to learn how to just leave other people alone and just distance myself and just protect my energy, and learn how to keep myself separated from the people that are just not good for me. And with me learning through those relationships, I had to understand that, yeah, just because you love that person, just because you want to be with that person, it doesn't mean that this is the person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. And they wasn't the people that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. They were just people that I was supposed to learn from and understand of what I like and what I don't like in a relationship. And that's how I was able to build those boundaries that I'm about to talk about myself, and going into just like knowing who Kiera is. But yeah, had to chime in. Now it's just like I'm celibate. I choose to be celibate. It's better for me to be celibate. It's better for me to be in the place that I'm in right now. Um, it helps me be able to have a clear mind, to be able to continue with doing my podcast videos, like less distractions, being able to just plan out my life, period, to where I can really find out what I really want in a partner. And by me doing that here lately, like even with the experiences of dating people, like I've learned a lot of different things of who I want in my life and who I don't, like what type of person that I want to be able to, ride till the wheels fall off with, and just explore the world with, and just live this thing called life together, and just have that partner, have that best friend, have that person that's gonna love me for who I am, my goofiness, whenever I get angry sometimes, whenever I'm hangry, whenever I'm cramping, like wanting to just be there for me, wanting to make me like make sure that I'm happy just as much as I'm gonna make sure that you're happy, pay attention, listen, understanding, respectful, like does little things for me that I don't have to ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at a place in my life where I want you to already be grown enough to know, like, okay, let me start doing this, let me start doing that. Like be able to be at a place to not be selfish. Like I want a selfless person, because I'm a very selfless person. So I want that vice versa for me as well. But then I also want you to be a little rough around the edges, but then also be saved. Like I want you to be saved. I want you to have a relationship with God. You don't have to go to church every Sunday, but if you do, I ain't tripping. I ain't against it. It's just I'm just at a place where I want us to high vibes, just peace. Bring me peace. Somebody that's gonna be a part of my puzzle piece of my life. Like you're one of the pieces that fit in my puzzle. Like that's what I want in my life. Like that's what I have learned with my family and with my friends. Like they're pieces of my they're I already found out that they're found out their pieces to my puzzle. Yeah. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. But anyways, but right now with my relationship, I haven't found that piece to my puzzle yet. Um I feel like maybe I have. But it's just also learning too within relationships that everything is not going to come easy. Everything is not going to just come just tomorrow. For some people it does, for some people it's different. Some people, they found that person in high school, or whenever they were really young, and now they're married to that person to this day. Everybody's story is different. But if y'all like me, mine, I'm 20, about to be 29 this year, and I'm learning that it's okay to not rush being in a relationship. Like it's okay to be single. Like I don't want to rush a relationship, because then you never know what that person may come with you trying to rush and trying to ask God to hurry up and bring you your husband, and whole time that ain't supposed, like, your husband not ready yet too. Like, it could be times where your husband not ready, he's still learning things that he needs to learn too within his journey. So it's just like we also have to understand how to be patient, and have understanding that we just not, we not ready, and it's okay, and things will happen whenever they're supposed to happen. And I'm learning that more and more throughout my journey, that everything is all within divine timing, and God is gonna place that person in my life that fits within my puzzle. He's gonna help me find that puzzle piece, and it's gonna come to me. I'm gonna attract the right puzzle piece for my life. Like, the next relationship that I'm in is gonna be my person, gonna, like, my best friend, like, man, their name's gonna be tatted on me, person. Like, I'm already knowing, like, I could just feel it in my spirit, because everybody deserves love. Everybody, God made someone for everybody, and it's just within what journey that you're in, on if you're even ready to, even, or if you even deserve to even have that person in your life right now. Like, have you even worked on yourself? Or you're gonna ruin it? Like, sometimes we haven't even worked on ourselves enough to where we're able to even treat the person that is for us correctly. Like, we may treat them incorrectly, we may do things that we're not supposed to do towards them, and miss out on a blessing because we wanted it to be rushed. So I just say stay patient through that journey of finding your person, if you're not with your person, and if you are, like, cherish that person. Like, find ways to be able to continue with keeping that that fire that y'all had whenever y'all very first got together. Do different things with each other, like dates, and if y'all got kids, find a babysitter, and just do something for yourself. But that's transitioning into not do something for yourself, but do something together as a couple. And then if you're single like me, go take yourself on a date, y'all. Like, I've been taking myself out to dinner by myself. I've been going places by myself. Just being with yourself is very important. It helps you grow. It helps you understand the importance of why people say you have to learn how to be alone, because you're gonna die alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not an ugly thing. Like, it's the truth. Like, you have to be okay with being within your own thoughts and being within your own energy and still being happy, because you can expect a relationship to make you happy. You can expect your family to make you happy. You can expect your friends to make you happy. You have to be happy, and once you vibrate on that vibration, you attract the same thing, and you also help your family and friends, help them vibrate on that same vibration as well. And just, it's okay to be single. It's okay to not be in a relationship, is all I'm saying. And that transitions into with yourself, myself, what I've learned. What has Kiera learned through all of that? Man, I learned that I'm a bad at I'm bad. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm goofy. I'm outgoing. I'm fashionable. Like, I love clothes. I know how to just, I'm very creative. I'm very creative. I'm very vibrant. Like, I have an amazing aura around me. Like, I am just that girl, period, as the kids would say. I'm that girl. And I love that for me. Cause at one point in my life, y'all, I didn't think I was that girl. I was a little bit insecure, and I was a quiet, insecure person. Like, I feel like not a lot of people would have known that I was insecure unless you, like, really, really know me for real, for real. Like, I did have my moments for sure. Like, I definitely had my moments where I didn't fully understand, like, what people seen in the mirror. Like, whenever I looked in the mirror, it was like, I don't see what y'all see. Like, I'm not that cute. Like, girl, you fine. I am fine. I am fine as wine. And I look like I can go into a high school and pass to be a whole freshman, sophomore, junior. Okay. What? I can go to high school again and still look like the kids. And I'm 28, y'all, about to be 29. I look good. Okay. One thing I learned about myself is I learned my worth. I learned my self worth. I learned to understand that If that person ain't for you, they're not for you. If that person is telling you, hey, I don't like, if they're showing within their actions that they don't love you, even though they say they love you, if they're not trying to take your feelings into consideration, trying to figure out if you're okay within certain situations that they know that they did you wrong. Like, I understand now, like, it's okay to walk away from those people. It's okay to walk away and keep your peace. Like, it doesn't mean that you are wrong, or I used to feel bad, I don't feel bad no more. Like, no, how you chose to treat me in that moment is how you chose to treat me in that moment. And there's nothing that I could do about it because that was your choice. You know, your choice was to not treat Kiera in the best way. And that's okay because somebody else will, and somebody has been. You know, like, I have love around me, and it helped me love myself too by going through those dark times of just being depressed and feeling like, man, I'm never going to ever find somebody that loves me for me. I used to feel like I'm never going to be able to lose this weight. At one point, whenever I was big, I felt like I was never going to lose the weight. Got depressed, was skinny, didn't appreciate my body that I was in, got so skinny, lost my boobs, y'all. All of my, like, I was so small, but then I had to learn how to love myself again, and then I gained my weight back, you know? Like, I went through trials and tribulations. I've overcame all of the rocks and the pebbles that have been thrown at me, and I have broken through them. I have walked through them. I have walked through the tunnel. I have understood what walking through the tunnel is and getting to the light. You feel me? Like, I know what that feels like. I know when it feels like you just don't know why you keep stepping forward, and sometimes you don't want to be here on this earth, but then you still keep stepping and you still keep doing what you need to do. You still keep encouraging yourself and telling yourself you got this. You eat healthy. You just put better things in your body. You drink your water. You learn and understand that everything's going to get better. It's going to be okay. Not allowing your inner thoughts to overtake your body and overtake your mind to the point to where you're negative about everything, and you feel like life is just never going to get better. You're never going to see the day of being able to have good people in your life and people who support you and want to see you do good things, and you feel like you never was going to be able to have your family be there for you, and understand that you just need them in some moments, and not need them to try to tell you how to do this or what to do. Just support you through things, understand, helping you, like, that you need to helping you learn what they learn. Like, what did y'all learn from their situations to help them get to where they are and loving on themselves, and just understanding that you only can allow people to make you feel any kind of way out of all of that if you choose to allow it to overweigh you. You know, if you allow that to take over you, if you allow those words to be, if you allow to take those words on and allow it to be who you are, you can never allow somebody to define who you are. You have control over what you allow in your inner thoughts, what you allow around you, what you allow in your body. You have control, and that's something that I've learned. I have control over my life. I have control over how things can be. I have control over my dreams by loving myself and by understanding those different type of things, understanding family, understanding friendships, understanding relationships. It helped me understand me, myself, who I am, where, why I even, my why. The biggest thing, what is your why? My why is I love to help people. I love to see people grow and to become a totally different person than what they came in. I love that. When I say that, makes me feel so good, because that means that you're on the path that you need to be on to help you become a better you. And that is so cool to me. You know, I want to see people win. I want to see people just see that the things that they never thought that they could reach, they can. the dreams that they thought that was so out of reach, and it's reachable, you know? Manifesting and understanding that your words are powerful, your mind is powerful. The how you move, the people around you, that is powerful. All these things matter in order for you to be able to have peace within yourself. You have to learn that. You have to learn that you have to have good people around you. It doesn't mean that you can't talk to the ones that are not there yet. It doesn't mean that you can't you turn your nose up to people that are just not, that just don't get it. No. I just know how to help you, love you from a distance, and understand that you will get there one day. You will get there one day. Like, it took a lot for me to get to this place. Learning lessons is not easy, because you have to be real with yourself. You have to take the accountability whenever you're wrong. Whenever it's so bad, you want to focus on what that person did, that it's hard for you to take the accountability of just focus on what you did. What can you do? Because like I said, we have control over one person and one person only, and that's ourselves. That's the biggest thing out of all of that. I have control over what family members are in my life, what friends are in my life, and what relationship I want to have. I have control over that. And I had to learn how to protect myself through that. Through that. Understand that I am I am someone that we need in this world, to be quite honest with you. I'm a very loving person. I'm the definition of what love is. Unconditional. Okay? Very unconditional. I don't put conditions behind the love that you bring, that people bring towards me. I don't expect things out of people anymore. I don't put people on pedestals that they haven't even showed me that they're able to even step on, you know? I'm learning to understand and see people for who they show me. Not who they could potentially be, but who they show me. With me doing that, helped me understand that you only can do so much for others if they don't want to do it for themselves. You see that person is not willing to take 2 steps forward, it's okay to just be like, all right, I'm going to just let them figure it out. That doesn't mean you're giving up on somebody. That doesn't mean you don't support them. That doesn't mean that you don't care about them no more. No. You're just understanding that, like, it's taking energy out of me. I care more than you. You know, it was one point in my life where I care more than the other person. That person don't even want good for themselves as much as I want good for them to see good in themselves. You know? And that'd be hard to for me to take in, because I hate when people just can't see their worth and can't see that they're just as amazing. Just in your own way. You're you. Nobody can ever be me. Just like nobody can ever be you. And we have to understand that, and just like realize that it's okay. It is okay. God made us to be different for a reason. And with all of that being said within this topic, y'all, like, I genuinely hope that y'all are allowing yourselves to learn lessons. Lesson learn, or learn the lesson. You feel me? If you get it, you get it. But it's just like, I was tired of the lessons learning me. I just wanted to I learned the lessons now. Lesson learned. I understand what God was trying to show me. Okay. Now I don't try to change it. I don't try to make it look something different. None of that. I just accept it for what it is, and I walk away whenever God is showing me this is not for you, but this is just something that I'm just trying to show you of what this look like, what this type of person, what this type of person is. Learning that these are the different type of people within this world, and now you know how to navigate, and now you know how to how to approach these type of people, how to be within their energy, within their proximity without feeling any type of way, and just, you know how to move, you know how to maneuver. Now I'm teaching you how to maneuver around these type of people. I'm teaching you how to talk to these kind of people. Where you understand of where you need to keep somebody at surface level, or whenever you can peel the layers off with somebody. Now I know. Now I genuinely know. Now I know now. I mind my business and I stay within myself, and I keep my peace by doing that. But the one major thing that I'm very proud of myself is that I no longer just let people just do stuff anymore and don't say nothing. I'm gonna say something now. Sometimes I won't because it's a waste of energy, but sometimes it's like it's not a waste of energy, and I need that person to understand that that wasn't okay. That wasn't okay. And now I allow people to show me how they choose to respond based off of me letting them know of how I felt, or not how they made me feel, but just how I felt within that situation, and seeing if they willing to understand or pick a fight and be defensive, let their ego get against them, let their pride get against them. I no longer I don't lead within that anymore. I lead within understanding. I lead within knowing that, okay, this person is not trying to trigger me. Unless you showed me that like, there are people who purposely try to trigger you, and I understand how to maneuver around those people now. I just get it now. I'm very self-aware now. I'm very just well known within my mind. Like, I know whenever something's about to happen, whenever it's when before it happens. Like, I have tapped within my spiritual gifts. Like, God has heightened my everything. Everything that He's told me that I was blessed with has heightened, and I accept it now, and I embrace it now, and I'm not embarrassed of it, and I'm not ashamed of it. And period. I love that for me. You know, I love that for me. And I'm grateful for my spiritual guides. I'm grateful for God, and just helping me understand my worth, and being okay with being within my worth, and being within loving who Kiera is, and finding Kiera. And now whenever I look in the mirror, I see what y'all see, and I will want me too. Okay. And that's not to be cocky. I just know me, and I just see who I see me. I see me now. I see me now. You feel me? This camera is all up in my grill. I see me now. You feel me? No one could ever tell me otherwise, ever again. Ever again. Or make me second guess it, okay? Uh, but okay, before we end this video, we're gonna do our cards. Y'all know, like we usually always do. I'm just gonna pull a card. So this is the sixth chakra, your third eye chakra. That's the this one right here in the middle of your forehead. So it says, I trust in a higher source, and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In the stillness, I listen for the wisdom inside, and I am open to spirituality that is within and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths, and I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. Let's pull another one. Hold on. So the third chakra, solar plex, so personal power. I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and the situations around me. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and belief in myself, and then encourage others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egotistical, manipulative, or exploitive. Period. Yeah. Whenever you work on yourself, you still attract the manipulative, narcissistic, egotistic, just nasty people. But as you go through your journey, you learn how to keep those people at a distance and not allow yourself to entertain what it is that they got going on. You feel me? Um, but I want to read off another quote. So, it says never give up. Just keep going. Every day gets better if they keep at it. If you wait, all that happens is you get older. Okay? But I hope y'all love this. I hope y'all love this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. And I love you guys. I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have an amazing week, day, whenever you guys are watching this. I love you guys. Peace, love, blessings. Bye, you guys.
Ayol.